I spend a lot of time playing pool. When I play pool, I feel competitive. I think both pool and type 1 are quite emotion driven. If you're feeling pretty down, then you're not going to do very well, be that potting balls or controlling your blood sugar. But either way, it's a case of remembering it might just be a bad day, in which case, next time you play, you can turn things around as long as you believe that you can. Having a hobby during the move from pediatrics to young adults is really useful, just in terms of taking your mind off of everything, making sure that you're still finding time to do the things that you love. I'm currently applying for a PhD looking at eating disorders in type 1 diabetics, and in the meantime I work in a kitchen in one of the bars on the campus of Lancaster University. It's really social and I have fun while I do it. I was 18 when I moved up because I was seeing a psychologist in the paediatrics department, so we decided that instead of moving me earlier, we were just going to wait until I moved to uni. That was a lot of change at once. It was in a new part of the hospital, in a new waiting area where suddenly there was people that had no feet and you're like, whoa, what's going on? And I guess slightly upsetting because I'd been with this particular team for 8 years and then suddenly those relationships that you built are gone and you've got to build new relationships with new people. Mentally, the move up impacted me quite hard. I was going through a difficult time anyway. I had fewer appointments, so I only had 1 a year rather than 2 or sometimes 4. I certainly was more disengaged with my diabetes than I was in paediatrics, and then that had a continued impact for sort of the next few years. I think the best thing about moving to young adult clinic is being able to talk about more adult issues which you may have been, dealing with in paediatrics, but you didn't feel like you could talk about them. So stuff like drinking or smoking or sex even. The main thing is to know your rights. There's 15 things that they're supposed to check. And if you know all these things and you know that they're not being met, you have the right to say, I deserve more. I didn't know that I was allowed to take someone into the appointment with me. Taking someone else was a really big thing for me. I will have things that I want to say when I go to an appointment, but 1, I'll forget, and 2, I won't want to say them. But if I've got someone else in the room who can say, oh no, actually you wanted to ask about this, it's already been brought up, and then I can be like, oh yeah, I did. So it was probably about 2 years ago when I was about 23 that I sort of started engaging more with the diabetes community and then started engaging with my own diabetes. I feel better and I feel more in control. Even though it's taking more of my time and effort, it's worth it because I feel like I'm running the show now, it's not running the show. The diabetes communities that I sort of engage with are generally more on Twitter and Instagram. I follow quite a lot of people with type 1. I quite often end up tittering to myself when I'm looking at my phone because they'll have written something really funny, like type 1 related, that I can't share with anyone else because that's really nerdy. It's exciting to know that there's other people out there that you can speak to on, a level that I've never gotten to speak to anyone before. Being part of a wider community just makes you feel safer in the knowledge that if you're struggling, there's going to be people out there that have gone through the same thing and that have helpful advice that they can give you. It's kind of affirmation that you're doing okay, and it just kind of feels nice to be a part of something.